Riley had never been afraid of hospitals, but the moment she stepped into the old ward at St. Augustine's, something felt wrong. The air was thick, heavy with a strange, sweet scent that clung to her skin, as if the very walls had soaked it in over years of forgotten patience. She had come to visit her uncle, who had been in a coma for weeks after a terrible accident. The doctors said he might never wake up, but Riley wasn't sure if that was a blessing or a curse. Still, she didn't expect to feel this uneasy. The ward was almost empty, save for a few patients in the far corners, most of them unrecognizable beneath layers of bandages or machines. The scent lingered even stronger here, where the air was damp and the lights flickered like old candles. Riley felt her stomach twist. Her uncle's room was at the end of a long, narrow hallway. The door stood ajar, a small sliver of dim light spilling out. Riley took a deep breath, trying to shake off the unease that crawled up her spine. She pushed the door open. Her uncle lay motionless in the bed, his body pale and thin, a tube running into his arm. The beeping of the machines was the only sound, steady, almost peaceful. But Riley couldn't help feeling that something wasn't right. As she stepped closer, a pungent, rotting odor hit her. Her stomach churned. But it wasn't coming from her uncle. It was coming from the bed beside him. A body. A new one. An old one. She couldn't tell. The sheets were stained dark, and the figure beneath them was covered, as though trying to stay hidden. But what stood out was the smell. It was unmistakable. The scent of death. Riley's heart raced. She backed away, turning to the door, but stopped when she heard a soft cough from behind her. It came from her uncle's bed. "Riley," he whispered, his voice hoarse. "Don't. Look under the sheet." Frozen. Riley's blood ran cold. She looked down at her uncle. His eyes were wide open now, staring at her, but his face was twisted in terror. "Don't," he repeated. "They'll come for you, ... double quotes, comma." She turned back toward the bed beside him, but the sheet was now gone. The body was not of a person. It was something worse, something old. Its skin gray and pulled tight over bones, its eyes staring at her without blinking. And then, as if on cue, the machines around her uncle began to beat faster. The air grew thick. Riley turned to run, but the door slammed shut. The room went dark, and she knew with horrible certainty that she would never leave St. Augustine's alive. The scent of death would follow her forever.